Special procedures have been put in place to accommodate officers who have to vote on Monday, June 20th, but are not registered under the 2022 police voters list. System Administrator at the Parliamentary Elections Office, Mr. Michael Millett, explains.
However, if someone during the last period that went with the claims and objections, we had persons claiming that they were on the wrong list. Police officers were saying, I am not on the police list, I am on that other list. But here's what. These persons are going to be allowed to vote on the police day because addendum would be issued to facilitate those persons. If they did it within the period, then changes were made so that person was able to re-register and get on the correct list. But if the re-registration wasn't done, if they didn't have the relevant document at the time, the addendum would take care of this. However, on resumption of registration after the election, these people now have to go back to the office to get re-registered to find themselves on the police list.
Officers who were registered in a particular constituency before becoming a police officer but never re-registered as a member of the RGPF will remain registered in that same constituency and not to be placed on the police voters list until the correct procedure is followed.
So there are a lot of persons who were registered as regular citizens before they became police officers. So now that they are police officers, there is no automatic rollover to the police list. Upon registration, once someone is a police officer, a box is checked to say, here's what, this is a police officer, put that person on the police list. So if you were registered prior to becoming a police officer, now you're a police officer, you can't be sent to the police list. Everything happens upon registration. No changes can be made.
A similar procedure also needs to be done for police officers who retired from the force to get his or her name off the police list.
Again, when we have police officers who retired, once they retire, they are supposed to go back to the constituency office and do that re-registration so that they can find themselves on that regular list. Unfortunately, there are some who didn't do that. So although they retired, they are still on the police list. In a situation like this again, addendum is going to fix that issue temporarily until these people go back to the office and say, I am now re-registering.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pet Thomas reporting.